Imagine a pendulum swinging, each movement seemingly deliberate yet bound by physics. Now picture your own decisions. Are they truly yours? Let's dive into one of humanity's oldest debates. Is free will real or just a convincing illusion? We start with Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher who believed free will was rooted in reason. In his work Nicomachean Ethics, he argued that humans aren't slaves to impulses. Instead, we pause, deliberate, and choose based on logic and virtue. For Aristotle, free will was what separated us from animals, the ability to reflect and act with purpose. But not everyone agreed. Jump ahead to the 19th century, and Karl Marx turned the conversation upside down. He saw society as a machine, with economic forces pulling the strings. To Marx, the idea of free will was a myth, a comforting story we tell ourselves while ignoring how poverty, class, and power shape every choice. A factory worker's decision to work 16-hour days, he'd argue, isn't freedom, it's survival in a rigged system. Fast forward to the 1980s, when neuroscience entered the fray. Benjamin Libet's famous experiment asked participants to press a button whenever they felt the urge. Electrodes monitored their brain activity, and the results were unsettling. A signal called the readiness potential lit up in the brain half a second before the person consciously decided to move. It was as if the brain had already made the choice, leaving the mind to catch up. Libet wondered, are we just rationalizing decisions our brains made subconsciously? Decades later, technology pushed this further. In 2008, neuroscientist Chun-Xiang Sun used fMRI scans to predict whether a person would press a button with their left or right hand, 10 seconds before they were aware of their own decision. The brain, it seems, might be a chess player plotting moves long before we perceive the game. Think about simpler choices, like picking between chocolate or vanilla ice cream. Your brain isn't starting from scratch. It's rifling through memories, biases, even your mood. Ever feel a gut instinct before logic kicks in? Studies like the Iowa gambling task show our bodies react to risk before our conscious minds do. Sweaty palms, a racing heart, signs your subconscious is already guiding you. But what if physics holds the answer? Quantum mechanics, with its particles behaving unpredictably, has sparked theories. Some, like physicist Roger Penrose, suggest quantum processes in the brain's microtubules could inject randomness into decision-making. But critics fire back. Randomness isn't free will. A dice roll isn't a choice, it's chaos. Philosophers remain split. Some, like Daniel Dennett, argue free will is compatible with determinism. It's about acting in line with our desires, even if those desires are shaped by biology or society. Others, like neuroscientist Sam Harris, call free will a delusion. He points to cases where brain damage radically alters personality. Proof, he says, that our self is just biology in disguise. So where does this leave us? Science nudges us toward seeing free will as a story our brains tell, a trick to make sense of decisions already made. Yet we cling to the idea. Why? Because it's the bedrock of justice, morality, and identity. If a criminal's actions are predetermined, can we blame them? If love is just chemistry, does it cheapen the feeling? Perhaps the answer lies in the question itself. Whether free will is real or not, our belief in it shapes the world. Laws, relationships, even our dreams depend on it. So as the pendulum swings between fate and freedom, remember, the search for answers isn't just science or philosophy, it's what makes us human.